Ahoy there, Legion. Today we are playing Jinx. You might have seen her in the music video they made for her where she bites her lip about 17 times. Once you notice how often she does it, it gets a little annoying. But still, dem pixels. Jumping right into the game because I totally didn't forget to hit record until then, we are bottom this time, but yet again solo. Top appears to be friends playing together as Jax and Zira, Poison Ivy. Sivir is at the helm in middle, and Fiddlesticks is scratching his butt at base. How's base looking, Fiddle? Great. Our lane opponents this evening are Sona and Ashe. Both prod frequently, but health potions and positioning keep them in check for the most part. Jinx doesn't have any get-out-of-dodge type moves like Shyvana or Lucian, so she can be caught without much else to do but run. One great feature for Jinx is that her ultimate, Super Mega Death Rocket, has a pretty low cooldown and the mana cost isn't too crazy. While you can't spam it, you can still fire it quite frequently. For example, shortly after that I make a minor error, but Ashe really raked me over the coals for it. Stunned, turret, dead. But at least I could visit Fiddle! The base still looking good, Mr. Sticks? Great. Turret down! And another turret! They're like dominoes. Sivir is having a bit of a hard time against Annie, so I said when in doubt, back away from the enemy. Of course, typing this, an enemy shows up, so I put my words to the test. End result? I love it when a plan comes together. And new recruit, PsyCoCinematics, hammers down an edge-splitting rocket, but it banks hard to the right. Truly a sad day for sport. I kept this one in just because of Jinx's laugh. Round 2. Will this encounter be different than the last? The rocket says no. Dang it, blasted gnome. It should have hit her, but it flies right over her dang head. That's what the problem is. Turret threat eliminated. I think Jinx sums up my thoughts on this one pretty well.
Trying to shoot you.
As the match continues to go on, the bots push pretty hard and I keep falling back to defend. In this case, Cho'Gath bites off more than he can chew, and was that not just the most horrible pun? Man, I gotta keep a list of these things. Turret! Still working on your tan there, Fiddle? Great. Slightly frustrating, but valiantly fought. 2 ults, 2 stuns, a knockup, and a series of slows. At least she went down swinging. I'm not sure when the enemy wiped out our minion waves, but man, look at the crap marching on our walls. I didn't want to lose another tower, so I doubled back and solved the problem. And as we all know, nothing solves problems like rockets. Continue adding rockets until the desired result is achieved. Wanna play health limbo, Jinx? How low can that health go? Lock in your answers, Legion. 29 health points. Hey, Ash, where you going? Where you going? No. You can't teleport away. You gotta play with me and your buddy Cho'Gath. Hey, what'd I say about teleporting? That's cheating. And you know what happens to cheaters? They get explodinated. Turret, inhibitor again. Ashe and Cho'Gath attempted to tag team me and Jax. How'd that work out for them, Fiddle? Great. Turret! Oh, okay. That's a little bit of a lot of heat. Getting out. Wait. A wild munchkin approaches. Jinx uses rocket. It's a blast. Victory is in hand. But Sona crosses our path. So long, Sona. Auf Wiedersehen, you die. And game. Just barely under 50 minutes, which is just about double the average of our previous matches, but really, we couldn't have done it without the constant support of Fiddle. Final thoughts on tonight's matchup? Great. Here's the ending score sheet to all those number crunchers out there. Oh, and look at this! We finally hit level 5. A bunch of new modes unlocked because of that, and not a moment too soon. As the Summoner's Rift has taught me in the past, and certainly just after this match, the faster Dominion matches are where it's at. Haven't tried the single lane all random one yet. That wasn't out when I was playing it last, but we'll have to give them all a shot. In closing, Jax is pretty face value DPS with a really weird passive, but a great ultimate. I had fun with her, and the scores aren't half bad either. Thank you for watching, Legion. If you learned anything from this amazing gameplay, or we brought a smile to your face, we'd be honored if you subscribed and liked this video. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. Catch you next time, Legion. Take care.